It's just like,
Welcome back to Twin Tarot. I'm David.
and I'm Gary.
And Gary said, let's go with it. So, hey, if he's not ready, he's not ready.
Yeah, I was kind of pontificating on what direction I want to go with this reading, but hey, we're here. We are.
Gary wants to talk about Madeline Dean and
Mike
Mike
Johnson.
Johnson and their
Oh yes.
little exchange caught on cameras.
Yeah. So there was. I guess she was getting ready for an interview, and they mic'd her up. So it was kind of a hot mic moment. And she was talking. She was originally talking to him, to Mike Johnson, about this AI generated video of Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries that uh, Trump had posted on his little True Social account, and she was, basically calling out as very racist. And then she basically said, the president is unhinged, he's unwell. And Johnson responded, a lot of folks on your side are too. I don't control them. And it was a very interesting comment. What struck me is that he didn't deny it. It's the pushback wasn't he's fine, he was joking, he was being sarcastic, whatever excuse they want to give him. His his response is, well, there's a lot of people on your side that are, you know, that are unwell too. I don't control them. And it's just like, wow. Just, stick your head in the sand, Mr. Ostrich.
Yeah. And then she went on to talk with him about Trump's performance in Virginia and the what basically our allies are looking at it and coming away from it, and our enemies are looking at it coming away from it. And Johnson had nothing to say. Basically said the president is unwell. And that's when he was just dismissive of her. He basically said, well, I didn't see Trump's speech. It's like, dude, I've seen Johnson use that same excuse before for other things that Trump
Yeah.
has done that is so egregious. And then the best he can say is, well, I didn't watch it.
Yep.
To which I would say, well, maybe you should start watching it. By the way, he absolutely saw it. He absolutely knows what she's talking about. And he's lying because he doesn't want to deal with it.
Yeah.
But he's the House Speaker. He's a leader. He should be dealing with it if his main goal is what's best for the country.
Yeah. Well.
And it's not. And it's not. Notice how quickly I can qualify that.
Yes.
If he's doing what's best for Mike Johnson, like no comment, that's probably your best thing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
what you come to expect from the Republican Party these days.
Yeah, exactly. It's so frustrating. It's so egregious, I think is the word I'm looking for, that they're just so willing to look the other way.
Yeah.
And it's frustrating.
Where's the media? Where's the media talking about it? Where's the media? I mean, Biden says he swaps a T and an S in a word, and they're all over him saying he's senile. Trump barfs a word salad, and there's no pushback on it whatsoever. Yeah. So the media is involved in it. As much as I hate conspiracy theories, it's not a conspiracy theory. The media is supporting Trump because they understand that the FCC can pull their licenses, can prevent them from doing mergers, and all they have to do is kiss Trump's butt and just not talk about the elephant in the room, which is his mental decline.
Yeah, the other thing that's happening too is, Trump has corrupted so many of the government agencies. On the government websites, they're starting to blame the Democrats for the budget shutdown. The liberal far left, radical left, government, U.S. hating liberals, and they're on government sites with this type of stuff, which is a clear violation of the Hatch Act. But the ethics committee that would normally investigate these sorts of things is under Trump's control. It's either a Trump loyalist or someone who doesn't want to get fired from their job. So he just gets away with it.
Yeah.
It's like, what the hell is going on here? It's a total, we're becoming a banana republic.
Absolutely.
So Here we are. Little joy and levity for you on your Friday morning. We record this on Thursday at 6 o'clock at night Pacific
Yeah.
time.
So, well, at night it's still light outside, but the sun's starting to set.
Yeah. So, how shall we start on this? Start maybe on what Mike Johnson's really thinking.
Sure, why not?
What? Let's see what old Mikey's thinking there. Now, you had mentioned something about if you want to pop back on. You mentioned something about a grinder account that he had.
Yes,
Alleged.
alleged. I believe the TikToker's handle is Razzle Dazzle Mo, who I believe, from what he said, he's an actor and a stand-up comedian. But basically, he was out there saying that he had Mike Johnson's Grinder account and his IP address to the Grinder account, and that he wasn't blackmailing Johnson, although he kind of was extorting him. But the extortion was do your job and confirm the Arizona congresswoman who just got elected. Under the same timeline that you have confirmed the last two Republicans who went in the House.
Yeah.
You know, within a couple of days of them winning the election, you confirmed him, and Johnson's trying to not let this woman go in there because she will be the 218th signature on the initiative to force a vote on the Epstein.
Got it. Okay,
So
I was wondering
that's why Johnson doesn't want to do this. He's going to try and find administrative and procedural ways to delay this. The first thing he's saying is, well, I'll swear her in once they have the official certified election results. Not a standard he held the other two Republicans to. Mm-hmm. So this guy said, basically, you can confirm her by Wednesday, the 30th, and everything's cool. If not, then I'm going to turn this information over to the public. Well, the whistleblower, if you will, started getting death threats, and TikTok keeps taking down his videos, and anybody who stitched his videos with that information. And he's basically gone into hiding, but he has reportedly given that information that he had over to an investigative journalist or a journalistic organization, think TMZ or something like that. And that journalist was going to vet the information. So if it ever goes public, it's been confirmed to be accurate, because you can imagine that if you're claiming this could lead to a big defamation case. So you better make sure that what you're claiming is legit.
Yep.
He said he's also given that information to multiple other sources to hold on to it for him. So basically, and he also said, I'm in good health. I'm in good spirits. I am not a danger to anyone else or myself. Translation, if I suddenly, commit suicide by jumping out of a first-story window, don't believe it. I've been murdered, because I'm not thinking about self-harm.
Yes.
But he's basically in hiding and waiting for this investigative journalist to complete their vetting process.
Interesting.
Stand by.
The twisted web we weave, isn't it? Okay, so let's look at the general energy around Mike Johnson. That was why I wanted to get that little segue in there.
In case the queen of transvestites shows up or something.
Yeah. Okay, 8 of Wands is the foundation. This is about lots of actions happening, lots of things up in the air, lots of things being broadcast, like this hot mic moment. Challenge is the Wheel of Fortune. Round and round the wheel goes. Where it stops, nobody knows. It's right now, it's like Johnson's ethics and integrity are certainly up for bid, right? If Trump were to have a massive brain fart and he was to dump off to the side of the road, all of a sudden, Mike Johnson might start wanting to do his job a little more. That whole cult of Trump, that a bunch of Supreme Court justices and Congress people are suffering from. It's that Wheel of Fortune. It's just waiting to see where this thing goes in the future. Energy underneath the star. Can't go against the star. Trump's our star. He's he's bringing Project 2025 and all the wonderful things that the evangelicals want. He's bringing it forward. He's making America great again.
I was going to say, I was listening to Dr. Lena today.
Oh, how's
And
Dr. Lena doing?
she is amazing.
Of course.
She was referencing the Star as the Republican Party in its current form.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's the cult of Trump.
Yeah. The other thing, and I kind of wanted to pull it up for just a second.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Because I quoted her, and I think I have not attributed her the credit for it. Dr. Lena was the one that said that it's not just the survivors of Epstein. It's not just the names they're going to put together. She predicts they will also put the kinks.
Oh.
What these people asked for.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want little boys, or if you want 8-year-old girls in the Catholic schoolgirl outfits or something like that, that's what you get. If you want little girls in Girl Scout outfits, if you want 16-year-old girls dressed as naughty nurses with fishnet stockings, whatever their kinks were, they're going to not only tell you that, this Alan Dershowitz liked that was involved, but here's what he liked. Uh-huh. So it adds a very specific humiliation. Well, not humiliation, a very specific request that would be humiliating to the person who was being accused of this.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, that's an aside, but I wanted to, before I forget, I wanted to point that one out, just along with the star card there.
Yep. So we got the star card underneath. Can't cross Trump. He's the star of the show.
Yeah.
In the past.
Remember, everything in the end of the day is about not releasing the Epstein files.
Yeah. Well, exactly. It all comes back to that, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
So in the past, you've got the death card. To me, it's like he's just surrendered all his ethics and morals to the cult of Trump. He put it all on the altar of Trump, and he's willing to let it all die for dear leader.
Yeah, I think that's a really good call there.
Current energy is the 10 of Wands, but dear leader seems to be struggling. His ramblings, the last couple of speeches he made, like when he was over in Europe, was he addressing NATO or was it the European Union? I forget who he was addressing over in NATO, and it was just basically a stream of lies. And it was the same with the generals. It was just a bunch of easily proven falsehoods. It was like a campaign rally, Yeah,
his most recent one was the United Nations in New York.
United Nations, thank you. Yeah, so it's Johnson seeing that Trump is struggling with this burden. His health burdens are getting the better of him. Overarching energy is the 6 of Cups. It's only a matter of time before he starts really regressing. He's already got the mind of a 10-year-old boy. He's about to go to about a 6-year-old. Lesson to be learned is the Queen of Cups. Just play it cool, keep calm, keep your emotions under control. Don't get triggered. Don't show your hand.
Wait, I'm going to predict 6 of Swords. Oh,
close. Because it's all about legacy. It's all about preserving Trump's legacy and the valuable things that, while he's in charge, he can bring. That basically the MAGA and the Project 2025 people have. It's basically like I think you were saying earlier. It was a loyalty test, and Mike Johnson's proving his loyalty. He's not going to deny it, but he's not going to do anything right now to put himself in a position where Trump challenges his loyalty.
What I'm seeing in your spread is a motivation for Johnson that things are happening quick and changing, but that death card is about knowing that Trump's condition is terminal, and that Trump is struggling. They're attending to his every want and whim, kind of like you would a child on a Make-A-Wish Foundation. But the Queen of Cups are keeping it quiet. That's why I was saying the 6 of Swords is They're just hoping that things will calm down. But what was your outcome card again? It was
La,
it was
la,
a
la.
10 of coins. 10 of coins.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, yeah, legacy.
yeah. The inherited health problems, the accumulation of his health problems.
You should join me on this because
Jeez.
everyone's getting a good look at me and not David.
Oh,
Hey,
sorry
there you
about
are. Hey, how you doing?
that. Fine, thanks. What was that disembodied voice giving you such
Oh,
sage reading advice?
that was the most not David has said in any video to date.
Not Dave. I can see why people are very excited when not David makes an appearance. His interpretation of the cards is chef's kiss.
Yes, yes, exactly. He doesn't
Okay.
say as much, but when he speaks, man, he gets right to the point, right?
Now I want to look at Johnson and Thune and basically the Republican MAGA leadership here. Not so much conservative Republican leadership, because I suspect that the Republican Party is not a party united. MAGA leadership, as they watch Trump spiraling here, or what we would consider Trump spiraling, what are they seeing? Again, this is entertainment purposes only. Don't believe everything you hear from crazed tarot card readers on the internet.
Exactly.
Queen of Wands, what do we do next? they're like contemplating their next actions.
There's your Four of Swords.
Yeah, well, I was saying Six of Swords, but it's like they're regrouping. There's a regrouping going on. They're trying to think of what they're going to do next, but they don't have time to actually think about it. They have to act. They have to constantly act and react, and that's the challenge because they can't get a coherent strategy going on here. Underneath it all is the Lover's card again, looking up at the angels in the sky type of moment. I think MAGA is trying to keep things together, or not so much keep the Republican Party together, but trying to keep the factions together. There's a lot of chaos going on. Five of Wands in the past, arguing, fighting, bickering. This is kind of like the start of the Civil War, and Donald Trump is in the end game. He's a chaos agent, and he's in the end game of his chaos agentness. Current situation is temperance. With the chaos agent, they're trying very hard not to let him poison everything around them. Johnson saying, well, I didn't see it. That's trying to calm things down just a little bit, because you have to set up the next guy, J.D. Vance, into this. And Trump is just causing mayhem, and they're trying to figure out how to calm things down so that Vance has something of a chance to get his Project 2025 agenda further advanced. Overarching energy is the Knight of Swords. I think the problem, though, that they're running into is that the problems keep coming in faster than they can deal with them.
Yeah, to me, that was kind of that Four of Swords when you were talking about the Four of Swords moment. They don't have time to think. It's because it's just one crisis after another.
Exactly. It's coming in so quick that they don't have time to think about it. They only have time to react. They don't have time to think about it. They don't have time. The minute they start tamping things down, something new happens over here. And it's not a practical way of doing it. Plus, on top of everything else, they've never addressed the kitchen table issues that they ran on. The Democrats are the ones coming across as the compassionate one to people's struggles. The Republicans are too busy doing damage control. Outcome is the Page of Swords. A lot of sword cards here. So what's the Page of Swords? It's messaging on ideas, not being very skilled in what you're doing,
but really enthusiastic.
The enthusiastic, but there's a comment about the Republican Party or the Trump administration lacking seriousness. They're not very serious group of people, and you wouldn't want them in charge of the United States in a world crisis, because they know how to troll, but they don't know how to actually do anything. The only thing they can hope for is there's a diminishment in the crises as they come through, and maybe as Trump's health wears down, there will be a diminishment of the crises here. Yeah, it's just I threw a King of Cups as a clarifier. It's they just don't know what to do because Trump keeps he's a chaos agent. He just keeps the emotional drama going. They can't keep up. Yeah. They just can't keep up.
Holy
hell of a world we live in.
God,
great to be American exceptionalism at its finest.
Are we great again?
Yeah, I think we are. Okay, anything else you want to go with it on this one?
No.
You're done. All right, let's stick a fork in it then. Thank you everyone for watching this video and supporting our channel. I do appreciate it.
Yeah, sorry. Some of these are more uplifting than others. if you like the uplifting ones, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe and hit the bell. We throw a new video at you every night at midnight Pacific time. It's almost like we schedule it, but we really don't. One of us has to stay up until midnight.
Press that button right at midnight.
Hit the button, Frank. And if you like these videos, leave a comment and let me know, and I will read them. I guarantee it. I may even respond.
Wow.
Like, for example, Maureen O'Brien, who made a very kind contribution to the channel. Thank you, Maureen.
We like kind contributions, especially from the Queen of Swords.
Exactly. Maureen is the Queen of Swords. I always wondered who the Queen of Swords were. Now we know it's Maureen O'Brien.
I'll have to remember that for the next reading.
Exactly. It's called the Maureen O'Brien card.
Yes.
Songshare left a nice comment saying that she loves John Denver, and I did not know that the Germans were John Denver fans. You know what? That's two of us.
Okay, let's see if I got a Country Road card. That's not so bad. The Page of Pentacles.
No, yeah, sure. We
young people singing while drunk.
Today, years old when we learned that. And then let's wrap it up. Mary, I apologize if I butcher your last name too badly. Wegrenz, Wegrenz, Wegrzyn. So Mary just says, hi, Mary.
There you go.
Short and to the point, right? Hey,
if she had a nickel for every time somebody pronounced her name right or mispronounced her name, she'd be a very wealthy woman.
Oh yeah, she'd definitely be the Nine of Pentacles. And then just a card for the rest of us who put up with us the entire way.
No Six of Swords anywhere to be seen in this reading.
No, as a matter of fact, we've got the star because you guys are the star for putting up with us for the last 23 minutes and 18 seconds.
Yeah. Okay, everyone. Have a good night or a good morning and whenever you watch this, and we'll catch you on the next video. Take care.
Take care, folks. Bye.